Hey guys, this is AJ Unlimited here to bring you another video. This one I'm going to be doing my New Year's resolution video thing that a lot of people are doing. This is my first time really doing one of these in the 3 years that I've been uploading to this channel. I'm going to start by talking a little bit about last year, because last year was kind of, it wasn't the best year, it wasn't the worst year, it was just kind of right there in the middle. And granted, I don't like to talk about myself a lot, but I'll make a little exception for this because New Year's resolutions and positivity changes, new year, new me type, all that bullshit. So go back in time even before that. So back in 2016, for those of you who don't know, I participated in the Disney College program in the fall of 2016, and believe it or not, it was one of the worst experiences of my life, and not necessarily because of like it didn't really have much to do with Disney. It was actually more me and what happened with my head than anything. It was just wrong place at the wrong time type of thing. But I worked in outdoor foods in Epcot, and it was a very very sucky job. It was, I was standing out in the hot sun for 8 hours a day selling hot dogs and pretzels. Very boring, very tedious, not fun at all. But um, that wasn't what really caused my depression, which is what I was going into. That's what wasn't really what caused it. That was just kind of the nail in the coffin. It was more so my own head, um, because little did I know at the time I have severe OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. In the past years before that, even in high school, it would flare up from time to time, and I never really thought much about it. It was just something I had to deal with. Obsessive thinking was always part of my life, and I'm not gonna get too much into it just because it's a long story, but and it's something that kind of runs in my family. But 2016 was when it really hit rock bottom. Long story short, I fell into a major depression, and it was like pretty much lasted throughout the entire duration of the Disney College program. It ruined my entire experience. And I almost went home a couple times, but people kept pushing me to stay. So fast forward to the end of the program, I obviously when I came home, I was hoping I would just bounce right back. I'm home now, everything's fine. I don't have to deal with this BS anymore. But it didn't end there. It kept going, and I think it was only like two weeks after I got back. I'm thinking I need to get help. I need to see a therapist, probably even a psychiatrist, which is exactly what I did. And that was just the entire 2017 of just it was just the year of recovery, the way I see it. It was a big, very big uphill battle, and I you can say I made it out the other end, but it was tough. And the thing about last year, it wasn't super eventful for me because I was so caught up in my own head. um, I was so afraid to live life because I was worried that the depression would flare up again, because you never know what's going to trigger it. It's not like like an injury, like a physical injury where you can just, I don't know, you can just walk it off or try not to think about it. It's in your head. It's you. It's in there. It's your entire thinking process. So it's you can't really escape it. It's constantly there, and it's scary. It's tough, and it ain't fun. And that was basically the entirety of last year for me. The entirety of 2017 was just trying to recover and find the motivation to get back on my feet and to get to work. But I had some really dark, I mean really low days. Even though, like, I would say, like, I don't know, May, June, like during the summer, even though I was feeling better, I still wasn't feeling very motivated. I was just very, I think there's actually a disorder called dysthymia, and I think I experienced a lot of that because I wasn't like I wasn't depressed, but I just didn't want to do anything. I would get home from work, around 4 o'clock p.m. and just pass out for a few hours, and then wake up, sit on YouTube for the rest of the night, have a glass of wine or two or seven, and just try not to think about anything. And I think it was a mix between fear and just and apathy and lack of motivation, and there was a lot of things that go into it. Because I mean, the thing about when you're recovering from depression, it doesn't just happen within a few days or even a few weeks. It takes months to fully recover, and even though I was on medication, which did help a lot, I still wasn't doing a lot of self-help, self-care, and I knew that at the time. I just wasn't really motivated. I didn't think that, I don't know, I guess I just kept on putting it off. And I think that even added on to the days of recovery. And even like before, so back like in 2015, 2014, I was going through rough times, and that's a little more personal, and it's not really relevant per se, so I'm not going to get into it. But I have had a really really rough couple years prior to this whole Disney College program and prior to 2017. But for the first time in a long time, I'm finally feeling like I'm ready to move forward and, again, put all that shit behind me and just focus on my goals and focus on YouTube. And that's another thing. I really do want to grow my channel. It's just really tough to get motivated sometimes. And especially dealing with all that shit that I dealt with over the past couple years. It has been hard to get motivated. And plus, it's no one's really telling you what to do or giving you ideas. You're your own boss. You have to come up with your own ideas, come up with your own content. You got to do all the heavy lifting. It's not like there's someone sitting next to you or emailing you saying, okay, you got to do a video on this next. You got to do a video on this. You got to do that all on your own. You got to do all the planning and you got to do everything. And I view myself as somewhat creative, but I'm not super creative, so it was just always hard for me to come up with ideas, and and then when I couldn't come up with ideas, I would just resort back to Minecraft or whatever, and then obviously it was just a vicious cycle. I got bored of Minecraft, couldn't think of any ideas, so I stopped uploading for a while, and yeah, it was just kind of a downward spiral. But I've been experimenting a little bit more with certain videos. I uploaded a couple like a month ago about how to be yourself and everything, and those are videos I want to do more of those in the future. Do more Walking Dead videos. YouTube is a pretty interesting animal. Also considering the advertisement thing that's been going on, how YouTube is dying because the advertisements and stuff are like leaving YouTube. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's kind of also been a fly in my ear, because part of me is thinking, well, what's the point of uploading if I'm never going to get anywhere with YouTube? If it's just going to keep on going downhill, I'm never going to make any money off of it. I mean, there was a time where I wanted to do YouTube for a living, and I still kind of do. If at all possible, if I can make it happen, I would love to do YouTube full time. But there's just a lot of obstacles right now that I have to face. I mean, 3 years ago, Jesus, it's already been 3 years. 3 years ago, if I would have known I'd only have 235 subscribers at the start of 2018, I probably would have just gave up right then and there. Because I was hoping to have at least like 500 by the end of that year, by the end of 2015. And I've had a couple friends that started uploading like a good 6 months to a year after I started uploading, and they're already over 1,000 subscribers. And it's just like, although I know it's my fault, like I haven't worked hard for it. It's still just like this feeling of defeat. Like, damn it! Like, why isn't anyone watching my videos? Like, what the shit? But this year, I really hope to focus more on the channel, try to get more content up. But I'm feeling good about this year. I'm feeling refreshed. I'm finally feeling like I have a little bit of control over my life for once in a long time. I'm feeling focused, more focused at least. I'm feeling just it's time to get to work. I have a lot of work to do, and hopefully I'll get it done. So, I mean, if whoever's watching this, write in the comments what are some of your New Year's resolutions. I'd be happy to read and respond to some of them. If you have any questions about me or anything, feel free to ask. Let's talk about this. What are some of your New Year's resolutions, and how do you plan on executing them? That being said, thank you guys once again very much for watching this. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do. And as always, I will see you next time. Let's do this.